Morning, everyone. It's about 7:30 here on a Thursday. I think it's the 15th. I just looked at it. So, of May. Come up from Sabong through Cabayugan, and then up the road about 2 or 3 kilometers, and off first other little paved road. It's a side road. There's not many of them out here. And I took a left on that, and a buddy of mine just said there was this, came down and went into a dirt trail and came up near the cliffs, and it certainly does. So it's beautiful. Thought I'd share my morning with you. So my 10, probably 15 or so kilometer walk, probably the furthest I've walked since I've come to Palawan. So just keep expanding my ability as I have health. My health allows. So like to be able to jog some of it sometime, but that's not possible too much. So quite beautiful. So I thought I'd share it. There's some low-lying fog there in the morning. Some caribou, I think, there grazing in the field. So just beautiful. Even though these aren't huge, I still call them mountains because they're jagged and mountain shaped. So you can see they're not hills where you can gently walk up them and they're smooth. They're rugged and rocky and terrain. So quite beautiful. So not too much new. We're into the rainy season, so about every day it rains. Anywhere from 5 minutes to 3 or 4 or 5 hours at times. So my first time here on this road. So far everything's been pretty decent here in Palawan. Very scenic island. So if you're wanting adventure and views and ocean and sand, white sand and blue water and clear water and relatively clean for the most part, at least is my opinion over Visayas Island. There are not a lot more debris, trash thrown around more freely here. I think there's an ordinance or a law. So people seem to be a little bit cleaner, so which is good. But this is the best by far that I've seen. Widespread nature and beauty, mountains, mist. Every time you go out, you can come out different evening or morning, and you get different views from the sunsets and sunrises and rain. And the other day in Sabong, there was this double rainbow that lasted for probably 10 to 20 minutes. Just was, really long lasting, very brilliant, and shot over Sabong. It was beautiful. I took a few pictures. Probably should have made a video. So get the camera up so you can kind of see the ridges. But yeah, going down the main road over to from Port-au-Princess to Sabong, it's like this big limestone cliffs and mountains on left and right. It seems like going down to Sabong, the Rocky Mountains. They're both rocky, but the cliffs and rocks are much more prevalent on the right side for some reason. Somebody that's smarter than me wants to share why that is. So yeah, one side's jagged, but more vegetation. This one, as you can see, has lots of rock faces. So that seems to be mostly on the right. Maybe it's my imagination. Hope everybody's doing well. Like I said, it's Thursday. I think it's the 15th of May. Brother's birthday. Shout out to him in case he happens to watch the video. It's coming up. I think it's, I get them confused. I got 2 brothers, and one's like the 16th and 18th, or 17, 18. So they're coming up here in a couple days. So back in America. So wish them both a happy birthday, Mark and Eric. So if I was younger and had more fitness and health, I would Probably need a guide, but yeah, I just always wonder if there's trails and what adventure awaits up there. I know it sounds crazy, but I've always been a little edgy with my hiking and motorcycling activities. I enjoy racing cars or whatever back in America. Hot rodding cars more than, I suppose, racing. Did do a little street racing, but mostly just hot rod and car shows, that car scene. Same with motorcycles. It looks like it ends here coming up, so quite beautiful. Little homes here left and right occasionally. Looks like some sort of bridge down here. Not sure how much further I go. I'm basically going on time. Then there's supposed to be some rain maybe set in around 10 to 1. We'll walk you down here and show you the bridge. I think it's a public bridge. That's the one thing about the Philippines. It's very fairly open, even if it's a private, somebody individual build it. They're usually fairly friendly, and you can kind of get around. Back in America, everything's fenced off and signs everywhere and security, and here it's much more open and friendly. Like a old bridge. I probably won't go too much further, but I'll show you this. Looks like a little creek. Try not to drop the camera in it. That's pretty neat. This is kind of stuff I enjoy. Yeah. Got to watch it, because yeah, if you're heavy like me, you can certainly drop into the water. There's an old bridge up on the left side, kind of like this, so probably crossing the same creek. But that's so we won't go any further, because it doesn't look like it's gone. It looks like somebody's house back in here, but I wanted to share this with you this morning. One of my many adventures. Typical creek, a little brownish green. There are some clear ones here, but the wood's pretty solid, except for a couple of the rotten holes. There's a rice field. It's not just flooded, it is flooded, but it's on purpose because it's a rice field. But just beautiful. So this is what I come to the Philippines and enjoy most. I like this as much or more than the touristy spots, because it's beautiful, and yet it's kind of private and isolated. It's like you're the first year discovered it instead of somebody taking you there and there's 200 people in boats and standing around, all kinds of places to eat. It feels like more of an adventure, so I enjoy that. So yeah, it looks like you could probably the creek probably runs along the edge of the mountain range there. But we're head back, because I think that's the end of this, and beat the rain, get home, get something to eat, and rest my feet a little bit, although right at the moment they feel pretty good. The American friend that I met here, he's a bird watcher. He said there's a you know, that a Fruit Loops bird attack. I can't even think of the name of it. Help me out in the comments. But he says there's a bird similar to that. Looks kind of like that here. I have a terrible time remembering things like that. There's a nice looking tractor there. So people often ask me, do I feel safe in the Philippines? And the answer is yes. I feel less safe in America with all the teenagers and guns and things here so far. I've not had any hint of an incident of any kind. I have heard of different issues, but I think it's overblown, whatever you hear. So I do think things happen, but I think it's more rare. Of course, anytime anything happens anywhere, it makes the news. Even back in America, it seems like there's terrorists and bombers and people with guns on every street corner shooting people, because it's all over, you know, the media and the news and social media. So, but here people seem pretty friendly. I think the dogs are even more friendly than, well, definitely more friendly than US, and I think here on Palawan the dogs are more friendly than they were on Visayas. So although over there I only had maybe 2 to 4 that's, you know, kind of come after me a little bit. A lot of them bark or run up to you, but here it's haven't had any of that in the last couple months that I've been here. So just gorgeous. I'll zoom in here the last few seconds, so maybe you can enjoy it more. I don't know, but just magnificent. That's probably I don't know, 500-foot cliff there. Many of them are 500 to 1,000 feet, and the whole hill is made of rocks. It's got some vegetation growing on it, but just beautiful. Get back out of it here. But it's cool. Creates more headache than sometimes I get shaken with my shaky hand there. So yeah, I thought I was out of it. There we go. All right, that's my time on this one. Hope you enjoy. So the little white bird, you usually see them flying straight at me here, going sideways now. They like to hang around the carabao, I think, for insects and stuff like that. All right, that's my time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.